David, you used to work in a school, infant school I think it was.
Yes, well, I taught when my grandson was at school there, 2 or 3 years when he was about 5 or 6. And I was quite interested in the scientific things they do, because nowadays they do science at that age even. And at the end of the year, the teacher said, would you like to stay on after he leaves and you could do the science? So I said yes. And one of the projects we did was getting the children in pairs, 6 years old remember, to lift their teacher.
Is that the teacher there?
That's the teacher, with T for teacher. And the first pair would come along and say, well, we'll lift the chair. So one of them went one side, one of them went the other side. Said, but they couldn't lift it. And then the next lot of group came along and they said, well, we're not going to lift the chair, we're going to try and lift the teacher. And so they said, well, you go that side and I'll go this side, and off they go and try and lift the teacher, holding onto her arms or whatever it is, and they can't lift the teacher. It was a bit of a cheat because I hadn't told them that in fact there was going to be another thing to use to help lift your teacher.
What did you do?
I said, well, we've actually got a seesaw, and perhaps that will help. That's it, there it is then. There's a seesaw. Now, here are the children. M means medium weight children. And so they said, how would we do it with the seesaw? And they said, well, we'll put the teacher on one end. There she is. And then we'll stand at the other end. And we'll see how that works. So only two. So off we go. Let's see if it works. Oh, it doesn't work. Now the next thing we say, well, what about a heavy child? So we take this one off, we take these off, and we put a heavy child on. Now the heavy one's further away. Oh, it nearly works. It's a good idea, it doesn't work. Okay, so we need to do something else. Now, this is a scientific seesaw. It's a special seesaw, scientific one. So there's something else we could do, and I wonder if you can guess. And so they would try to guess. And then we would, the scientific seesaw has another place that you can support it, there. The teacher's got less leverage, less ability to turn the seesaw up, that's called leverage. And so we'd put these people, the ordinary people, we won't need the heavy one perhaps, I don't know. So we put those on there, yeah. And now we let go, and that works.
And the science behind this is leverage?
Leverage, yes, because although the two of them are lighter than her, they've got a bigger leverage. And the leverage is how far they are from here. That's, shall we say that, one pair of hands, and this one is 2 pairs of hands, 2 pairs of fingers. This is all about models as well as being about lifting teacher and about levers. And in fact, I made a real seesaw, which is 3 meters long. And we then, with all the children, we then did the real thing with the teacher, and with it's supported in different positions.
Right.
And so an exact repeat of what we've just done.
Right. Where's that seesaw now?
Up in my loft.